In this tour, we're going to show you how we use our Davit system, which is called a Seawise Davit System on motor vessel We Are, for our tender, which is a Highfield 310 Classic with a 20 horsepower Tohatsu outboard. Here from Helmsman Hangout. My wife Allison is on camera helping us out today. What I wanted to do is show everyone how we launch our tender. A lot of people put tenders on the flybridge, and when we were building our Helmsman Trawlers 38E, we looked at that as an option. That's a great option, frankly. But after talking to some other people, we discovered that we wanted to go with this sort of swim platform Davit system. This particular one is called a Seawise Davit. And you can find them on the internet. We don't have any financial interest in this company, so feel free to sort of research any solution that you want. But today I'm showing you how we launch ours. Typically I launch it myself. Today my wife is taping it because that would require two people, but this really is a one-person operation. After we took delivery of our vessel, we went to the commissioning yard, and after things were completed, they went ahead and installed this Davit system, which took approximately half a day's time with two men sort of at it all day, or at it all half day, pardon me. The dinghy itself will go in more detail in another video, but it is a Highfield Classic 310. It's about 10 feet 2 inches in length, and it's complete with a Tohatsu outboard, 20 horsepower. Again, when you put your own dinghy on, you can do larger, smaller horsepower. It's really about the weight, how much weight you want to be having on your flybridge, or in this case, hanging off the back of your boat on your swim platform. But again, this is the Seawise Davit system. It comes in two flavors. It has an electrical sort of winch system, and I went with the manual, and I've had zero problems with it. So I'm going to go ahead and attempt to do this right now on tape, on camera. Hopefully it comes across clearly, and hopefully the imagery isn't unflattering when I'm bending over and unclipping this Highfield Classic. All right, so with that, here we go. So the first thing I do is I raise the prop ever so slightly, because as we begin this process, you'll see the prop will begin to align itself according to the position of the davit as I'm lowering it. So there's a safety pin right here, which I take out, right like this. And now we start to lower it. So, when you lower it, there you go. It goes straight down. You can tell this is a one take. We're not editing this. This is the realities of owning a boat. And the basic sense is I untied the safety latch, and now I'm literally using my own strength. And it's very simple. As you can see, I'm turning it almost like a day at the gym. No big effort. As it's lowering, you can see I'm giving it a visual inspection, taking a look at the two latches that keep it connected, in addition to the safety harness, which is on the port side of the inflatable, which we'll get to in a moment. So we're moving, we're grooving. It's a beautiful day here in August. Again, they have an electric version. To me, I'm sure it's a fine product. I just didn't want another system to manage, so I just went with the manual. All right, trying to go as fast as we can here. But you can see, as it's lowering into the water, the engine, the outboard is actually on a stainless steel hinge, which is now setting onto the transom of the dinghy. Again, one take tour, no editing, no time-lapse photography. Hey, so now it's set. I'm gonna keep on going and give it some slack on this rope, on this chain, I should say. Okay, so now I'm going to position myself over here, and I'm gonna do a few things. Number one is I'm gonna take this wire off the dinghy, put it out of the way. The second thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tighten the transom mount you're underway, it doesn't bop up and down if you hit some wakes. It's completely tight. Okay, so that's tight. And earlier I adjusted the outboard with the trim. Now I want to put it straight down. Okay, so at this point, the boat is in the water. Now what I want to do is simply put up the seat and move to taking it off the mothership itself. Sorry for the airplane. We're on final approach here at LaGuardia in the New York City metropolitan area. So with that, I take off the safety hatches again, and I unclip it. I'll get to that in a moment. Let me take the safety hinge down here. Clip it. I unclipped it here, and I have the bow or the front, and it's launched. That's how easy it is to go ahead and launch on a Seawise Davit. What I'll do, my wife wasn't aware of this, but I'm going to go ahead and now mount the tender back to the Seawise Davit so you can see how that goes. So again, I'm holding it with a line off the front of our dinghy. You come back with the kids, yourself, and you just simply do that process all over again. So you come up here. What I like to do is do the stern first. So go ahead. That's locked in. The bow is locked in. I take safety mechanism, run that right through, and then I do the same back here. Don't forget, when you're done, you're going to loosen up the lock on the back transom so that the outboard itself can come back into the right position when you raise it. Okay? Take the wire. Okay, now I just go through a quick mental checklist. Locked, locked, transom unlocked. So I have to raise the outboard. And now, I literally pick it up. And there's another airplane, which we're not going to stop this time again for. But again, one of the benefits of the Seawise Davit, the primary one for me and Allison, is that we get to keep our flybridge open, and that space that our girls like to lay out on. We like to entertain at the marina. We'll put chairs out there or an additional table. Also, to be honest with you, this is a pretty quick process. Hopefully it comes across in the video. Launching it. You know, I've never launched a vessel that has a davit on the flybridge. Personally, I've never done that. But I would imagine it would probably be a little bit longer of a process. And if you have a windy mooring field where it's rocky, it might offer some additional challenges with a davit on the flybridge. So anyways, I'm trying to go as fast as we can here, but you can see it's a manual process, but they do have an electrical one. We're keeping on grooving here. Outboard. The pin back in. And you're done. That's the Seawise Davit. Thanks for watching.